Join us right here live on The Splash from ReLeaf, Michigan. We have the Project Forester, Lindsay Lights, join us. Thank you so much for being here, Lindsay.
Thank you for having me. Hello.
Yes, so we're talking about the biggest tree in Michigan is what we're looking for. Let's just talk about this promotion, I guess, in general. Just explain the significance and the purpose of the Big Tree Hunt.
I would love to. Thank you. The Michigan Big Tree Hunt, hosted by ReLeaf, Michigan, is a hunt to find the biggest trees in the state. We award the trees which one is the biggest based on circumference. So if you go up to the tree and give it a big hug, right about there is the measurement that we're looking for. So if your tree is really big that way, it could qualify for our competition and be one of the biggest in the state.
Wow, wow. Okay, so am I understanding that right? We basically want to measure the trees by giving them a big hug and seeing if we can wrap our arms around. Is that how we're measuring them?
Yeah, that would be a
Wow,
great first way to try it out. And then
nice.
if your arms don't touch, and
Mm-hmm.
even better, if two people are hugging it and they can't touch each other's arms, you know you
That's a
might
big
have a
tree.
big one. So we have a couple of tips that you can use to measure it. You can use a soft measuring tape that will go around the entire trunk,
Mm-hmm.
or you could use a string, something soft, and then measure around the tree and then lay that string out flat and use a measuring tape to measure that string. Because these trees are really big and
Correct.
you might be surprised to see that your measuring tape doesn't make it all the way around.
I am curious about something. So I love when my brain gets to going during these interviews. We just recently had like a tree planting event in our local community in Sylvan Lake.
hmm
And people were out there, like I said, starting with the tree planting process to get them going. Now, they're still in their infant stages, I would like to say. But how long do you think it would take for a tree in the beginning stages to get all the way to what we would consider a big tree?
That's a great question, and it's going to depend on the species of trees. Different ones grow different. So we have something like a willow, a black willow, or a weeping willow.
Hmm.
Something like that might get giant in 30 years. They grow extremely fast. That's a little more untypical. We have things like our cottonwoods and our oak trees. Some of the oak trees that have been entered have been estimated to be 250 to 300 years old. So it really depends on the species, but if it's a big one, you should enter it to our competition.
Nice. Love that. All right, we're going to dig a little bit deeper into it. But with us right here live on The Splash from ReLeaf, Michigan, we have Project Forester, Lindsay Lights, talking about the Big Tree Hunt, the search for the biggest trees in the entire state of Michigan. But we want to actually find the big trees right here in our greater West
Mhm.
Bloomfield area. So with that being said, how do you feel like this Big Tree Hunt is helping to raise awareness about the importance of trees and forests, not only in Michigan, but right here in our local West Bloomfield area?
You got it. So the point is to simply get people outside and looking up at the trees, just taking some time to go outside, to take a deep breath, and to just be in nature, to look up at the trees, to look straight ahead at them. Just
Yes.
get some time out there.
Yes, I love that too. So we are dealing with, I guess you could say, kind of a unique promotion in some way. We don't often hear or see too many promotions to find the biggest tree and things of that nature. So what strategies are Relief Michigan using to encourage participation across all counties right here in Michigan?
So, we are encouraging people, one, using our Facebook page,
Hmm.
our ReLeaf Michigan Facebook page. We post a big tree of the week every week, and people love to see the big trees and people with them. So, that inspires them to get out, to go out and find a tree, use our website for the entry form. It's bigtreehunt.com. And we also have paper brochures printed off on sustainably certified paper.
Hmm.
And those are at libraries, nature center, DNR state parks, all across the state. They're at over 200 locations. So you can go pick up one of those brochures and go out for your tree hunting adventure.
Interesting. Nice, nice. And if I'm not mistaken, well, just to reset the show, joining us right here again on the Splash from ReLeaf, Michigan, Project Forester, Lindsay Lights, talking about the big tree hunt here in Michigan. Now, with over 200 entries already this year, if I'm not mistaken, are there any trends or interesting findings you've observed from the trees that's been submitted so far?
Well, one thing that we're noticing is what counties have submitted a big tree
Okay.
and what counties haven't. So, like you said, we're over 200 entries right now, and Oakland County only has 5 entries for the whole county. That's not 0 or 1. So, you guys are in there, you guys are out there, you guys are
Okay.
starting to find the trees, but we need everybody to go out and help find the biggest and get that number a little higher.
Yes. Okay. Great. Great. So yeah, we're only at 5 in our local Oakland County area, but we're trying to get that even more. So before we let you go, Lindsay, just the final details in regarding this. If anyone's watching, listening, they're interested in participating, just talk about how they can participate and give a deadline also.
You got it. So, we're talking about the Michigan Big Tree Hunt. This is the hunt to find the biggest trees in the state. We want to get people outside looking at trees, finding trees that are the biggest by the circumference. So, where you go up to the tree and you give it a big hug, that's the measurement we're looking for. You can enter your trees at bigtreehunt.com, EIGTREEHUNT.com, bigtreehunt.com. There's also a paper entry form at nature centers, DNR parks, libraries that you can enter. We're accepting nominations till next August,
Okay. Ooh.
officially August 22nd. So you got some time, but get those trees in there. Maybe you'll see it as the big tree of the week on Facebook.
Yay. Oakland County, West Bloomfield, Silver Lake, Orchard Lake, Kego Harbor. Let's get those entries in so we can find the biggest tree in the entire state of Michigan right here in Greater West
Yeah.
Bloomfield. Once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your knowledge and your time. From ReLeaf, Michigan, Project Forester, Lindsay Lights.
Thanks, everybody. Nice to talk about the trees.